Spring 1935. At the shipyards of Kiel, a small gray vessel slips into the water, barely 41 meters long, narrow, compact. Few would have guessed that this modest submarine would become the symbol of both a beginning and a tragedy. Its name, U-1, the first submarine of Germany's new Kriegsmarine. Aboard her are 25 men, young, ambitious, many from coastal towns and shipyard families. They are pioneers of a reborn weapon, one that will strike unseen beneath the surface of the sea. 3 officers, 2 petty officers, and 20 sailors live together in steel confinement. There is no space for privacy. They eat between torpedoes, sleep in shifts, and sweat beside roaring diesel engines. The air is thick with oil, tension, and the ever-present fear of a single mistake. Their commander, Lieutenant Hans Bartels, is calm and disciplined, respected by his men, trusted completely. Together, they drill endlessly in the confined waters of the Baltic, mastering dives, torpedo runs, and emergency procedures. U-1 is not a war giant, but a nimble coastal hunter, a first step in Germany's return to the submarine arm. By early 1940, war has come. In April, U-1 departs on a dangerous mission during Operation Weserübung, the invasion of Norway. Her task? To patrol and secure the approaches to the Skagerrak. For the crew, it is their first true combat mission, and, though they do not know it, their last. On April 6, 1940, U-1 sends a brief position report. Then, silence. No distress call, no trace. The boat vanishes beneath the waves. Weeks pass. Families in Kiel and Hamburg wait for news that never comes. Eventually, U-1 is declared lost, missing with all hands. For nearly 70 years, the sea keeps its secret. Then, in 2007, a Norwegian research team discovers the wreck, lying at a depth of 68 meters in the North Sea. The sight is haunting. U-1 rests on her side, her hull torn open. The aft section is missing, ripped apart by a powerful explosion. Investigators conclude she struck a British mine, part of a defensive field laid to protect the Norwegian coast. No one escaped. Among the silt and steel, divers found fragments of daily life, a broken pair of binoculars, a dented coffee mug, a spoon still resting near the galley, small human echoes of the men who served within her. Only a few items were recovered, part of the anti-aircraft gun, a compass, fragments of the conning tower. But the wreck itself tells the story more clearly than words ever could. A sudden blast, a brief moment of chaos, and then eternal silence. U-1's story was brief and quiet. It claimed no victories, and in the storm of war that followed, it faded into obscurity. But it was the first, and in its loss lies the fragile beginning of a fleet that would soon dominate the oceans, and pay a terrible price for it. Today, U-1 rests quietly on the seabed, a steel tomb for 25 young men who set out to make history and never returned.